Hello, and welcome to the Drawing Animal Podcast with Wesley Bear. I'm your host, Wesley Bear, and on today's episode, we will be talking about the lesser dog-faced fruit bat, falling again in our theme of animals that look like cats and dogs but are not. And this is the farthest one yet, being, of course, a bat rather than any sort of carnivore. The lesser dog-faced fruit bat is found throughout the jungles of Southeast Asia, from Thailand down through Singapore, throughout all the islands of Indonesia, including Sumatra and Borneo, and then up into the well-known Southeast Asian islands of the Philippines. These bats are fairly small, being about only 7 uh, centimeters in length, with the forearm being about only 6.5 centimeters. So, meaning that these bats tend to have about a wingspan of about uh, 15 to 20 centimeters in length. So, from wingtip to wingtip. Um, of course, being fruit bats, they are responsible for eating a lot of fruit. And spreading fruit seeds. This occurs through them eating and digesting a number of different fruits, including agave, uh, figs, bananas, and mangoes. But they will also spread pollen of flowers to help also increase the growth and spread of new plants and trees. So that is definitely another aspect upon which they are responsible for much of the growth in Southeast Asian rainforests. Thankfully, they're pretty common, so they are still playing a vital role in that today and have kept kind of the forests of Southeast Asia from going completely uh, extinct. And so it's important to preserve these animals despite their often being still a common species, because who knows where it will head in the future. And I'll make a note of a place you can help support bats at the end of this video. But the other important thing to note about lesser dog-faced bats is the raising together of young, particularly by both males and females, which is definitely not common in bats. Young males are actually pretty solitary most of their lives and will only come together uh, breeding and shortly after. But um, after the female gives birth, after gestation about 4 months, males will actually help females take over in taking care of the young. And this occurs in an even more surprising way, with these fruit bats being among the few animals, them and a couple other bats being about the only mammals to produce milk. Yes, this is a strange phenomenon, very rare, but it is occurring within these bats. So definitely males play a vital role in the raising and growing of young. After several months, they will finally be out on their own. These bats do live quite a while, about 20 to 30 years. So definitely, they'll both males and females will be raising quite a few young, and quite a few males will be producing quite a bit of milk for youngsters in the future. So there you are, the lesser dog-faced fruit bat. There's a fact you probably didn't expect coming with bats, but there you are. So again, my latest book, which will be briefly in a link in the description up top, is my new book, Crazy Creatures of Oz. No, Crazy Creatures of Oz is my first book. My newest book is Cutting Cats and Daring Dogs, and I will provide a link to a video for that. That will also have a link to Amazon where you can buy the book. Um, the other thing I briefly wanted to note, since I was doing this episode, And I had listened to a book not too long ago on this particular subject of bats. I wanted to highlight Bat Conservation International, which is an amazing organization. Uh, the guy who heads that foundation still wrote an amazing book about him founding bat conservation and all sorts of other stuff. So be sure to check that out. It was amazing read. So batconservationinternational.org, I believe, will have you looking at all types of bats and especially ways to support bats out in the wild. So enjoy nature, enjoy bats, enjoy this part of God's creation, and enjoy drawing animals as well. Thanks so much for listening and have a great day.